He stood by the kitchen counter, phone in hand, thumb hovering over the screen. The clock above the stove blinked 2:14 a.m. He was exhausted, not physically, but in that deeper way that sleep doesn't fix, because even at this hour alone he wore a mask. His life was filled with silent apologies, texts rewritten 3 times before sending, conversations replayed endlessly, wondering if he had said too much, revealed too little. He wanted one thing: acceptance. Just once. Acceptance without the performance. But acceptance had always felt conditional. He learned young how easily love could disappear if you stepped out of line. He'd built an entire existence around being careful, always careful, to never risk rejection. He became exactly who everyone needed and gradually forgot who he was beneath. Tonight, as he stared at the half-written message, "I'm sorry, I can't be there tomorrow," he paused, deleting it again. His mind burned with frustration. Why couldn't he just say it plainly, without softening, without fear? Why was every truth disguised as an apology? He leaned against the cold marble countertop, breathing slowly. Something stirred inside him, an exhaustion deeper than any he'd known. What if he just stopped? Not just the pretending, but everything. The constant apologies, the careful smiles, the practiced voice. What if for once he simply said exactly what he felt? Consequences be damned. He picked up the phone again. No apologies, no hedging, no polished words. He typed quickly, "I'm not coming tomorrow. Honestly, I just don't want to. I can't keep pretending everything's fine." His pulse raced. It felt reckless, dangerous, even. But for once, it felt true. He stared at the words on the screen. He had no idea how they'd respond. Maybe they'd be angry. Maybe they'd leave. Maybe he'd lose everything he'd spent years carefully building. But a quiet voice whispered beneath the fear, "What if losing everything is exactly what you need?" His thumb pressed send. His heart pounded in his ears. And suddenly, amid the uncertainty, a strange clarity settled over him. He didn't know who he was without the masks, but tonight he'd taken the first step toward finding out. This has been Voy. Until you're